Welcome to your ultimate pit stop, Piston Pundit, where we delve into the world of wheels and engines. Today, we're going to discuss a significant shift in the automotive landscape. The Biden administration has officially hit the brakes on its ambitious goal of making 2/3 of new vehicles all electric by 2032. The target has been downsized considerably, and the reason is simple. The EV market isn't accelerating at the expected pace. In fact, it's slowing down, despite significant price cuts and generous incentives. Let's dive into the 6 key reasons why EV sales are stalling. Reason number 6, market oversaturation. Reports are emerging that EVs are gathering dust at dealerships. Dealers are far from thrilled with the current state of EV sales. In fact, they're reluctant to sell them, which makes perfect business sense given the current supply exceeds 100 days. That's well above industry standards. So, why is this happening? In the wake of the supply chain crisis resolution last year, automakers hit the gas on production, fueled by growth rates of over 90% year over year. The supply skyrocketed by over 500%. However, growth has hit a speed bump. After years of 90% or higher growth, last year ended with a more modest 50% increase year over year. EVs still make up less than 8% of the total US market, a milestone that was expected to have been surpassed by now. With such a mismatch between demand and supply, it's no surprise dealers are struggling to clear their inventories. Automakers based their production on early adopter figures. But now that this phase is over, and average consumers remain skeptical about an all-electric future, we can anticipate further slowdowns in the coming months. This explains why some automakers are cutting down production of certain EV models. Reason number 5, price and insurance costs. While EVs are becoming more affordable, they're still not mainstream. Over the past year, the average cost of a new EV ranged between $50,000 and $60,000, an improvement from 2022's average of $65,000, but still above the average cost of gas-powered cars at $48,000. The lack of affordable EV models exacerbates the issue. There are only a few EVs priced under $40,000, leaving mainstream buyers with limited choices. Given that hybrids are cheaper, averaging around $40,000, it's no surprise they're growing faster than EVs. They're a rational choice for eco-conscious customers, offering affordability and eliminating range and charging anxiety. It's also important to note that costs don't end with the purchase. EV insurance is notably higher than for gas-powered cars due to factors like higher MSRP, lower reliability ratings, and lower resale value. Reason number 4, range and charging anxiety. One of the main reasons consumers are hesitant to embrace EV technology is the issues of range and charging. When it comes to range, EVs have made significant strides in recent years. Many models can now travel over 300 miles on a single charge. That's impressive, but still not sufficient for long journeys, unless you're okay with frequent stops at charging stations. Moreover, our brief experience with EVs has shown us that battery performance is quite unreliable. External factors heavily influence the actual performance of the battery. For example, cold weather can significantly reduce range. The problem is even more pronounced with heavy use, as recent tests have shown rapid drains when towing, hauling, or off-roading, indicating that all-electric pickups won't be dominating the market anytime soon. Then there's the other type of anxiety, related to charging. A key reason people are hesitant to buy an EV is the clear lack of infrastructure. In most areas, the number of public chargers is still insufficient, and relying on home charging is impossible for many US citizens. There are also numerous reports of non-functional chargers, even in the most EV-developed areas such as San Francisco Bay, where every 5th charging attempt ended unsuccessfully over the last year. Before we delve deeper, do us a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. This helps us reach more auto enthusiasts just like you. Now let's shift gears and steer towards our next point. Reason number 3, resale value, a bumpy ride. Resale value is a key consideration for many car buyers. With EVs, preserving initial value is challenging due to a virtually non-existent used EV market and concerns about battery life. Consequently, EVs depreciate faster than gas and hybrid cars. Current data shows EVs lose nearly 50% of their value over 5 years, compared to an industry average of 38.8%. Among popular EVs, few hold their value well. The Tesla Model 3, with a 5-year depreciation rate of 43%, is a rare exception. In contrast, models like the Nissan Leaf and Chevy Bolt lose over 50% of their value after 5 years. The most significant losses are seen with luxury vehicles like the Porsche Taycan, which can lose over $100,000 in value in just 4 years. For comparison, the Porsche 911 loses less than 15% of its value over the same period. Reason number 2: repair costs and reliability ratings. A rough road ahead. On paper, EVs with their simpler mechanics compared to internal combustion cars should be more reliable. However, recent studies, including one by Consumer Reports, paint a different picture, revealing that electric cars are actually 80% less reliable than their gas-powered counterparts. Software glitches, battery and charging failures, poor assembly and quality control issues are just some of the hurdles deterring consumers from going electric. Case in point, the new Chevy Blazer EV, which has been plagued with problems, forcing GM to halt sales until these issues were resolved. But reliability isn't the only speed bump on the road to EV adoption. There's also the matter of maintenance costs. While EVs theoretically should be cheaper to maintain, no oil changes for instance, their heavier weight leads to more frequent tire replacements. Experts also believe that despite regenerative braking, brakes wear out faster. Additionally, repair costs are higher due to a shortage of trained professionals and the complexity of certain design solutions, especially when it comes to battery casing and body damage. Reason number 1: EV technology, still a work in progress. Despite advancements, EVs still fall short for the average buyer. Yes, many boast impressive power and acceleration, but what about practical benefits? EVs can't match ICE cars in terms of range, and their prices remain high. Above all, EVs demand a lifestyle shift that many aren't ready for. With EVs, you'll spend more time at charging stations than gas stations. Home charging isn't an option for many potential buyers. Referencing a recent Boston Consulting Group survey, only 40% of customers plan to buy an electric car, but their expectations are high. A $50,000 car with a 350-mile range and 20-minute charging time. Currently, only the Hyundai Ioniq 6 SE RWD long range meets these requirements. Clearly, there's more work to be done in EV technology. This leads to another issue: buyer's remorse. Potential customers hesitate to invest in something that could soon become outdated or significantly cheaper. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the world of EVs. Don't forget to subscribe to Piston Pundit to stay updated on the latest vehicle trends and upcoming videos. See you next time.